Boom! This past weekend, you had Woog versus 1K. Now, there was a lot of animosity built up towards this game. Why? 1K played against Nelson on Hoop DMV and ended up beating him. And when he did, he started dragging. So immediately after, Terry Hosley accepted the matchup versus 1K in Lancaster. And that game ended controversial. So Woog was basically left with the responsibility to put an end to this beat. Make sure that this kid knows that it's levels and he's under. All the stuff not dealing with basketball made it for a better and more competitive matchup. 1K started off the game with a 3-point made and some very acrobatic finishes at the rim, but he wasn't able to gain a big enough lead to start marching away from Woog. Woog was always right there, getting pretty much all his buckets in the paint. With 1K mixing up his attack, it was really hard to guard. But at the very same time, Cam is a very crafty lefty who is also very hard to guard. So in this matchup, in my opinion, it was about who was going to do what they do on an everyday basis better than the other person. And Lord have mercy, I'd be lying if I said Cam didn't show that left hand is different. Finishing around the rim, he was able to show his patience and really read what the defender was giving him, and he was just executing flawlessly. I mean, through the contact bump, not worrying about fouls, just proving himself to be a better scorer than his opponent. And I don't think 1K was ready for that. He knew the punch that he threw was a very heavy punch, but he underestimated Woog's power, especially when they got to throwing their bodies around. A lot of people might not know, but Woog played football, so you're not just running him over. And I honestly thought that was the deciding factor in this game right here. If he was to back down when 1K was throwing his body, 1K would have been able to smell blood in the water, and he would have attacked him. But Woog stood his ground, and he made sure that 1K knew, I've been doing this longer than you. I've seen guys like you before, and I know how to treat y'all. Hell of a one for Woog.